Hello, my name is Brian Campbell and I am a social anthropologist specializing in multiculturalism in the Mediterranean. I'm inspired by anthropology because it never ceases to surprise me. My first encounter with anthropology was quite negative. I wanted to study conservation, and the study of people, and especially of distant people, was for me a hindrance, almost a waste of time. But then I started to learn about gift exchange and hospitality and potluck and patronage, and I actually started realizing that ordinary people, the people I thought were a hindrance, were actually quite extraordinary. Most people are very creative when it comes to explaining the world, when dealing with power and when placing moral obligations on each other. And it is this creativity that I wanted to study. So even though anthropology is incredibly challenging, it has never ceased to surprise me, and people have never ceased to surprise me with their creativity. This is what drives me forward. My current research project is about the Spanish enclave of Ceuta. The public media always depicts Ceuta as this bloody watchdog of Fortress Europe and the site of bloody tragedies, but this view tends to ignore the 80,000 people, Christians, Muslims, Jews and Hindus who call the enclave home and are using the idea of convivencia, the idea that Ceuta has always been this place of mixture, in order to change the reputation of the town, but also to manage the ethno-religious tensions present in the city itself. My project is about how they do this. It's also about why it sometimes fails and backfires, ends up creating the tensions it tries to dissipate. My research provides the following insights. First, it exposes an aspect of Ceuta that is often hidden in media reports. Second, it gives us an indication of how small Mediterranean societies are responding to big EU projects to turn them into the external wall of Fortress Europe. Third, it allows us to address a puzzle in the study of Mediterranean societies. Most anthropologists don't know why Mediterranean societies oscillate from being beautiful paragons of multiculturalism to bitter examples of intolerance and violence. Ceuta provides a model for that. And lastly, medieval historians of Convivencia tend to completely avoid contemporary uses of the term. They think it's bad history or romanticizing the past. Similarly, anthropologists do not take into account the historical dimensions of Convivencia. My project exploits that gap and gives us a very good idea of how and why people use the past.